Ready? Hi, Aunt Jackie here. Today's story is Wake Up, Sleeping Beauty by Jonathan Allen. Prince Egbert knew just what he wanted to do. He was going to wake Sleeping Beauty and win her hand in marriage. So he and his assistant Kelvin set forth together through the thorn forest to the hidden castle where the princess lay in an enchanted sleep. I know how to wake her up, said Prince Egbert when they had reached the princess's room. So saying, he put his fingers to his mouth and let out an ear-piercing whistle. That's how it's going to be, is it? Said Prince Egbert when he got his breath back. Well, she won't sleep through this. So saying, he lifted up his orchestral cymbals and crashed them together with all his strength. The room rang. The princess could have been made of stone. She didn't even wrinkle her forehead. But Prince Egbert wasn't about to give up. No problem, he growled through clenched teeth, plugging in his electric guitar. This absolutely, definitely will wake her. He turned the volume all the way up and let the guitar rip. The windows rattled and the walls shook. The princess slept through it all like a baby. Well, a lot better than a baby sleeps, but you know what I mean. She didn't even catch her breath. Well, unlike Prince Egbert, who by now was breathing heavily, "Great," he panted. "You won't sleep through this. I guarantee it personally." He picked up his mallet and, turning to the enormous brass gong he had brought with him, hit it as hard as he could. The noise was amazing. The room actually throbbed. Prince Egbert wiped his forehead and took a deep breath. His hands were shaking. "Playing hard to get, are you?" His eyes bugging out of their sockets. "Well, you're not going to sleep through this." He grabbed his pneumatic drill and kicked it into action. The noise was unbelievable. Pictures fell off the walls, curtains fell to the floor, and the bed shook as if it were about to fall apart. As the dust settled, leaving holes in the walls, gaps in the ceiling, and the door hanging by one hinge, it also revealed a dusty but still peacefully sleeping princess. This was too much for Prince Egbert. He was through with this princess. All right, I give up. You can sleep forever for all I care. Come on, Kelvin, we're going. So saying, the prince stormed off. Kevin looked down at the princess. "Sorry we couldn't wake you," he said tenderly, brushing the dust off her face. "Goodbye," he said. He bent down and kissed her gently on the cheek. Suddenly, it was as if the sun had come out from behind a cloud. The princess opened her eyes, blinked, and then sat up. The spell had been broken. "My noble rescuer," she cried, embracing Kelvin. "We shall be married forthwith, and you shall have half the kingdom." Really?" stammered Kelvin, lost for words. But, cried Prince Egbert, "but that's not supposed to happen." Kelvin and the princess were married the next day. As for the prince, he cheered up as soon as the princess offered to let him play the wedding march on his brass gong. And if they didn't quite live happily ever after, they certainly lived happily for a very long time. The end. Okay, that's it for today.